Hey there, this is HanDIYman 007, and in this video, I'm going to show you the proper way to assemble this computer chair. And do stick around till the very end because I'm also going to share with you how much I got it for, where I bought it, and most importantly, why I chose this particular office chair design over hundreds of others out there. Now, this product is obviously shipped knocked down or flat packed and will require the customer, that's me or you, to assemble it. While it does come with an assembly manual, there are certain steps that do need a bit of figuring out. But don't worry, I already read the manual, so you don't have to. Okay, before diving into any assembly, the most basic thing you have got to do in unboxing a product is taking out every single part from the packaging and laying all of them on a flat surface. This way, it's easier to check if everything is complete. Because the last thing you ever want to happen is wasting your time putting everything together only to realize in the end that you're missing one lousy part. Step 1 is assembling the lower half of the chair, and 3 sets of parts will connect together to form it. Beginning with this 5-sided base made of hard plastic. This center hole is where we'll insert the gas lift later. We'll first start with attaching the caster wheels. Now, there's no special tool needed here. Simply insert the metal stem of each caster into the slot and either push it down hard or whack it in until you hear a click. This is how a secured caster should look like. While this one obviously still needs to be pushed in. If done properly, you should be able to spin the base without it wobbling or jittering. As for the gas lift, just slide it into the hole, give it a few whacks until it holds itself into place. The fit is quite snug, so there should be no play and doesn't need some special lock. And to finish off step 1, just slide the adjustable cover onto the gas lift. We'll set aside this lower half for now and move on to step number 2. And step 2 is assembling the upper back of the chair using these parts: the back frame, its accordion sleeve, the mounting cover, the backrest, and 2 screws. First, we'll slide the accordion sleeve from the rectangle end of the back frame towards its T-end. There's no specific orientation, either end of the sleeve will do. Then, position the T-end of the back frame onto the slots of the mounting cover. Take these screws and drop them through the screw holes of the mounting cover. Then with a Phillips screwdriver, drive in the screws onto the backrest. Make sure that the backrest is oriented properly. This means that these 2 support arms are pointing downwards. Tighten the screws just enough that there's no play between the cover and the backrest. Do note, however, that the backrest will swivel up and down in respect to the frame. This is normal and by design. Step 3 is attaching this adjustment mechanism to the back assembly. Okay, so while holding the back assembly upside down, set the adjustment mechanism on top of the back frame, making sure that the respective holes align, like so. Now set the provided metal washer on top of the 2 holes. Then secure everything in place by screwing in the adjustment knob. Loosening this knob will allow you to slide the seat towards or away from the backrest. Once you have your preferred setting, make sure to tighten this knob to secure the back frame in place. Step 4 is attaching the seat to the adjustment mechanism. We unpack the seat and turn it over. There will be 4 pre-drilled holes underneath. All we need to do is align the mounting holes of the adjustment mechanism with the 4 holes on the seat. However, it's hard to tell which side of the seat should face forward and which side should face backwards because the front and the back look the same. And there's no markings or arrows of any sort as opposed to this arrow on the diagram. So a good trick is to orient the seat in such a way that the big hole at the center of the adjustment mechanism is very close to or at the center of the seat. So what's gonna happen when you place the seat the wrong way? Well, the chair will feel flimsy, and it's gonna be easy for you to topple backwards and fall over whenever you lean on the backrest. This is because your center of gravity is offset towards the back. Trust me, I made this mistake and almost had an accident. So please take note of this very important step. Okay, once you have the proper orientation figured out, screw in the provided bolts into the holes by hand, just tight enough to hold the pieces in place. Once all 4 bolts are in, tighten everything with a screwdriver. And with that, this is how the upper half of our chair would look like. Before we move on to the last 2 steps, let me share how and why I purchased this chair. Using the keywords ergonomic computer chair mesh while browsing online on Lazada, I also had very specific features I was looking for in an ideal chair for me. First of all, it must be truly ergonomic. The backrest and seat must be made of mesh fabric. The height must be adjustable. No headrest, no footrest, and no armrests. To understand why I'm very particular about these features, I encourage you to watch this previous video where I went into details about home office and gaming chair ergonomics and how the right one will help you sustain the proper posture. Click the video in the upper right, or if you don't see it, click on the link in the description below. Anyway, I spotted this chair and immediately thought it was perfect. It has the right dimensions proportional to my height of 5 feet and 6 inches, and at the same time was being sold for only 1,200 pesos. So before I got mesmerized by other fancier and ridiculously more expensive chairs, I immediately added this to my cart and hit the checkout button. Okay, let's resume our assembly with step 5. This is by far the trickiest step, so watch and listen carefully. Grab the upper half of the chair, align the center hole of the adjustment mechanism to the tip of the gas lift, and whack the seat downwards a few times until the 2 halves lock together. That's it. Now for the 6th and final step, all you need to do is check if all the parts are secured and test out the adjustment mechanism. You do this by flicking its lever up while guiding the seat up or down. Also check for any loose bolts or screws that you might have overlooked to tighten. By the way, according to its specs, this specific chair can support up to 75 kilograms or 165 pounds. It can swivel 360 degrees and the caster wheels are made of nylon, so it doesn't scratch any kind of flooring. Now, you might have gotten a slightly different model from this, and that's okay, for as long as you take note of the fundamentals of assembling most, if not any, computer chair. Check if you have all the necessary parts. Always start assembling the base or the lower half. Assemble the upper half right after. Oh, and if you're finding it difficult to assemble the upper half because the backrest and the back frame are getting in the way, instead of working on the floor, set the assembly upside down on the edge of a table or some kind of elevated surface. And with that, we're gonna bring this video to a close. This is HanDIYman 007. Thanks for watching, and you can do this.